Kulin from Wishberg. I look at product marketing, online and technology currently.
Hi, I'm Kulin. I'm the co-founder at Wishberg. I look after finance, content, operations and alliances.
So it was a big transformation from Wishberg, from Taiki to Wishberg. When we started with Taiki, it's sort of kind of closed platform where we thought people don't want to share their wishes with a lot of people whom they don't know. Or they might not be, it might not be easy for them to go around and showing their reviews to people who are not a part of social circle. So we started and we were like very particular about the privacy aspect of the product. So people should not be able to, the product should not be able to discord beyond a certain set of users which they have.
We were more paranoid about their privacy than probably anyone, even the users
themselves. So when we started talking to Wishberg, when we started taking feedback about Taiki, the biggest feedback we got was the name. It's like very confusing to type out, very confusing to even remember that particular name. So that was the biggest feedback. And everyone was asking for a simpler name. So we had about 25 options. We shared with a lot of friends, with people who know in the startup ecosystem, and they said, Wishberg is sounding very interesting name. So that's how Wishberg came on. And in terms of product, the biggest feedback was in terms of usability of the product. So a lot of people have reviews in their mind or things that they wish for, but they don't really look at text. They look at images. When you think about going to Mauritius, we think about the image of Mauritius. So that was the biggest change from Taiki to Wishberg.
Yeah, and with the whole onset of social products coming out now, people are so used to seeing more of images. People are moved probably beyond just only text. People like to see images. People like to do more activity on any product. So I think that's something that we wanted to kind of build into the product.
So for online, we were aware that we have to reach out to early adopter crowd. So the alpha version of product of Wishberg was already live on the platform since July 2012. A lot of people who wanted to interact with it. So we started writing to mails and started connecting with people in startup ecosystem, both in India and US, trying to take help on designing product part of it. We got their feedback, the feedback they had while using the product, the kind of experiences they had with the product. So based on that, we did a couple of iterations on the product, a lot of features which are introduced in the beta version. A result of that particular network we got in touch with. And particularly for Wishberg launch or the beta version launch, we created a pool of around 500 early adopters from India itself. So they have been working very closely, giving feedback, suggestions, advice on the product. And when we launched the product, so this is typically for the online community, which is very active on Facebook and Twitter, or the people from the startup ecosystem. We informed them about the product well in advance, like 7 to 15 days, they were given access to the beta product. And so it so happened today when we are looking at the profiles, the early adopters already have about 30 odd followers on the platform itself. So that's good for us because that drives engagement. And people who got access about 7 days back, they already have around 10 to 15 followers. So it's a healthy amount of engagement which is happening, it's a healthy amount of products being added to wish list or experiences or reviews that have been shared.
And probably beyond the early adopter community, we also understand that there are people who are not so much of tech followers, but given that our product is not only for people who are tech oriented or who just follow tech, we've also created some viral videos. It brings in the fun element of of Wishberg and what they can do, how they can benefit, and how they can probably go about using the whole platform. So we made some couple of viral videos which we have long launched, and I think people have just loved it, and we've seen a lot of people using that video to come on and discover Wishberg.
Okay.
So it's been a great launch for us.
Correct. So we did that video from the just to benchmark in terms of how good are we at marketing or how good the product can appeal to this non-tech community. We basically did this video as an isolation to the online efforts. Yeah. So there are in fact people who have more followers than we have.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a good validation for us. So it really makes you happy. It's not that you are the only one who's using the product. Okay. There are people beyond your social circle, people whom you don't know. They are having good number of followers and people are talking about it on social media. They're sharing that thing. They're asking the people to come on board. So I think the entire, we have struggled earlier in the version of Taiki. The reason being that we're not so well connected with the early adopter community. So our suggestion or our feedback is, if you're trying to build any consumer product, make sure you are networked with that community because that's the community which will actually help you spread your word. So I think we have a common wish, which is like get 1 million users onto the platform as soon as possible.
Yeah, I think that's the immediate wish that we have.
Correct. And
probably just keep building more and more on the product and make it as useful to the people who are using it.
Right. And there are plans to move on to different geographies. There are plans to move out to different categories. But what is more exciting is the next version of the product, which is next module we're going to do. We're actually working on that. It's how to predict when a user is going to buy at what time.
Okay.
So that's the most exciting part what we are on, and we believe we will be out with something on that maybe in next 3 to 4 months. And the last request from our side, and we want really to use the product. So please
log on to
Wishberg, share your wishes, discover reviews and experiences from people in the social graph. And there's a lot of magic happening on the platform. It's amazing to see. I mean, simple. You are wishing for an iPad mini and you know there's someone out there who already has it. So that's the way we want to have it.
So, you can register on wishberg.com and use your Facebook username ID, and the magic will just happen.
Thank you.
Thank you.